All right, so we're gonna start with our poofs. And I have a 13-inch diameter wreath work frame here. And if you like this one, I do have this one in my shop. This has 16 ties on it. It's 13-inch diameter on the outer and 10-inch on inside. You got 7 ties on the top and 9 ties at the bottom. If you want them even, you know, sometimes you can just cut these off if you need it even. It doesn't really bother me. I like them. They're on here good. I like this size because it's not the largest, but it's not the smallest. It's a good size. So we're going to start with this one. First thing you want to do is just kind of pull open your ties, make sure they're kind of ready to go. And you're going to start with your first tie. So you're going to grab your poof and you're just going to kind of, you know, roll it here and kind of gather it. And then I'm going to stick this in the bottom right here, like that. Just 2. And you're just going to tie it right here. So you get set up and just tie it in. And then at this bottom one right here, there's a little bit of the mesh coming off. The bottom tie right here, tie it. If you want just another thing to hold this, you can take what you call a zip tie or cable tie mount, and you can kind of just go ahead and put it in here so it's in here. And it just kind of helps stabilize it too when you're pulling it to make your poofs. Just put it in there. So now that's in there. And you take your little wire cutters and turn this around here. Trying to see if I can show y'all too through that, doing the recording on my phone this time because we're in my kitchen. So, all right, so we have this set, and then I use this board to kind of help me. Poofs are not my strong point, but I like doing them too. So I kind of will start here. We'll come back to here. So you can start here. If let's say you want to do a 14, you just kind of grab it. And then I go to the edge of my board here, and then you just open this tie. And you can kind of sculpt it the way you need to, but you put it in here, and you're gonna tie it in too. And you can go around and do it, and then you can come back and poof these out. But it makes about, you know, a 13, 14-inch poof. I'll be honest with you, I'm not super exact. Some come out a little bit bigger and some come out a little smaller, but at the end it still all looks pretty to me. So put this here, kind of with the 10-inch, if you can, try to roll it underneath. Pull it to here, come up, and just put it in your tie, okay? And then push it down in the middle, and then you're gonna 1, 2, and that's in there. And you can kind of poof these out, or you can wait till you do the whole thing. So let's do this again. So I'm going to kind of line my tie up to my 14 here, kind of curve this out, and then you're just going to kind of pull it, kind of curving it. You can kind of help it the way you need to the end. And then we have another little poof. I'm going to do this one again because I kind of want to get this a little curled in. So make sure. All right, open it, push it in, and then 1, 2. Got it in. And then you're just making your little poofs. And you can come in and poof them out a little bit more if you need to, but that's going to be pretty when we put the curls in there too. So I'm gonna go 14, curl it. Here we go. Curl it a little more to the edge. Open your tie, put this in. And then I'll poof this up. And just kind of poof it up the way you need it to. And get your poofs. Okay. Same thing, go 14. The edge of your cutting mat. Going down here, hold it, And then you're gonna put it right there. Pull this out if you need to. So I like this. And as you see, I'm not super gentle, so but it's pretty. And I love this. This is probably one of my favorite mesh to do it with, just because it's kind of sturdy. So here we go. 14. Pull it to the end of your mat here. Pull it towards you. Kind of gripping it, and then you're kind of putting it in the middle. Press it down. 1, 2, and then you can kind of pull these up, and you can poof them out the way you want to. Okay, and the same thing here. 14 to the edge. Open that. And you're gonna put it right in the middle. All right. So, and then sometimes, you know, just kind of want to see if I can get that more rounded back. 14. Go here. And here's this tie. Just pull this out. And 1, 2. There we go. And so what I'm going to do here, since I tied it here, I'm going to go ahead and do a poof right here too, and then we'll start on the top. So I'm going to measure it out, 14 to the edge. Okay, and I might go ahead, since these ties are a little bit short, I'm going to go ahead and probably untie this one and then just stick this here so it's in there really good, and put them in together. And just tie it. Okay, you got your little poof there. And curl it under. And then I'm going to go ahead and start on this one. So I'll go to the top. So we're going to go 14. Oops. I'll try that again, guys. Sorry about that. I'll go 14. Right there. I'm just going to kind of grab it. I kind of like to do it that way. And go down here. I'm just going to tie it twice. Pull this up. Like so. And got that poof. Now you're going to start again. So just kind of take your tie to your mat. I'm probably going to go ahead and open this one up, see if that works a little better. Go 14. Go poof it. I might come in just a little bit more on that. You can kind of judge it too, what you want to be seen between these two ties. And then we're going to end up putting curls in here, which will cover up the spots in here, which is pretty. There you go. And poof these out. Poof this out. All right. So go 14 to the edge. And here we go. 1, 2. I love that plaid. I use that for everything pretty much. 14. Curl this under a little bit, helps me get a handle on it. 14. All right. Here we go. And then just poof it out, making a poof. And I just go back and I kind of refix them a little bit once I get them set in there. Everybody has their own way of doing it. That's just kind of what works for me on it right now. So, 14. Just open your tie. Put this in and push this out a little bit. Push it down. 1, 2. Go 14. I'll go 14. Ah, use my roller here. Let's see if I can get that to curl a little bit better. All right. And then here, not too much. Go here, and I'm just gonna kind of curl that in. And 1, 2. And just take this puff out. Poof, puff, poof. Called Poofs. Or puffs or poofs. All right, 14. Going down here. You can see at the end here, let's see, we got one more to here. I'll make sure I'm correct. Sorry guys, I'm trying to do this and show you on the camera too. So let's see. I'm gonna kind of curl that. It wants to curl, it wants to uncurl. I don't like that. So we're gonna have to do like this. So just grab it and then come back here, push it. And then 1, 2, and you can make your little poofs right here. So you have that in there. So now we have our poofs. We got it all on our ties. So what I'm gonna do, kind of get a good amount right here, because I'm gonna zip tie the rest of this at the bottom. So you have all your poofs. Take some very nice sharp scissors. And I kind of want it long because I want to be able to tuck it through and zip tie it. So I'm gonna cut it right here. Okay, and then I'm gonna take this part, I'm gonna tuck it underneath my frame here. And I'm gonna zip tie this part too. Okay, I'm actually gonna flip this over to show you. So you see I'm on the second frame here. I'm gonna put my zip tie in here. All right, I'm gonna pull that. So it's in there. And take our little wire cutters. And there you go, you got your poofs. Now once you get them in, you can make sure they're in there good. You can go back and just kind of move this around and poof them out more if you want them poofed out more. I think it comes out pretty. I'm not always super exact. I can tell this one's a little bit bigger than this one, but it's just, this gives me like a little bit of a guide. Otherwise, I'd probably, it'd be a lot more of a difference on the poofs for me. So then you got your poofs done. Now we're gonna go back and we're just gonna put the curls in. Okay, I'm gonna stop it and go get the curls. Okay guys, it's curl time. So I'm using these two meshes right here for the curls, and I'm gonna cut, you would need to, on the wreath that we're making with the form, we have 16 ties, so you need to cut 16 of this red and black and white plaid that I have here, and this gold plaid. I'm sorry, this gold mesh, not plaid. I'm tongue-tied. So I'm just gonna show you, I already pre-cut them, but I'm gonna show you just what I do. You know, I usually take something like a board, or if you have a MDF sign or a ruler or something, hold it down, and you're just gonna cut it at 10. So with your rotary cutter. So we got one here, and then do the same thing with the other one. So except you would want 16 cuts of your gold mesh, and then you would want 16 cuts of your plaid mesh here. So I'm gonna just do the same thing. Use my little cutting mat here, and I'm gonna put 10. All right, and then you got your curls ready. So I'll put these out of the way. Okay, so you have your 10-inch curls, and You can, you know, it depends what's gonna work for you, but you know, you can hold them like this and curl them. Just kind of curl it, and then, you know, put it in your tie, in your wreath like this. Or it's helpful, and it's helpful for me sometimes just to go ahead and put them together. And you can take, let's say you have a little bit of a pipe cleaner. You can take this pipe cleaner and put it in and hold it like this. And I just kind of twist it around here so it holds it. So if you wanted to make 16 of these, and you like to go ahead and just prep it, you can do this. And then I usually just cut off a little bit of the excessive on the tie here at the end, like that. And I'll fold a little bit like that. So you can do it that way. Or you can also use a cable tie mount or zip tie. You can take a curl, just curl it, kind of roll it. Just roll it like that. See, you got your little curls here, just kind of put them together. You can take, you can also use a zip tie. So it's what works for you, and you know, try different ways, because you'd be surprised. So what you find that you like better. And then just kind of tighten it up. And then at the edge here, you just cut. And then you have your curl. Okay, and then you can place these in. So if you need help with it holding it, that will just hold it. So, and they're both ready to go in our wreath. So I'm gonna put these aside here. I'm gonna go grab the wreath, and then we're gonna put our curls in. Hold on one sec. Let's see. So here is our wreath that we did with the poofs. So then you can just start at the bottom here, open up your tie right there, and we're gonna go ahead and start putting our curls in. It's like this. Just come put it in. You're just gonna push it down in the middle with your middle finger, or the finger that is easy for you to get down there, and then you just you have your curls coming out right there. And you just go on to the next side, and we'll put them in there. And then I hope this is going to turn out nice. I thought, hey, this is going to be a wreath without a sign. So we'll see with the curls and the mesh and the ribbon. See what it looks like. It might be a bust, but we'll try. So I'll throw that away. I don't like it messy. If y'all do curls, how do you like to prep them? Do you just do you like to have them all ready beforehand, or do you just put them in when you're doing your wreath? Like just curl them and put them in. Sometimes it just depends, you know, do both. But yeah, you just pressure curl down here, and you're going to take your tie and then tie it in. And then you can kind of in between here if you want to, but I usually wait till I'm done, and I'll go back and kind of just make sure that's where you can see the poofs a little bit. All right, so got another little curl. Just gonna go through here. So if you're watching this, what are you working on? What kind of wreaths are you working on? Are you doing fall or Christmas? Today is actually August the 31st, and tomorrow, September 1st. Can y'all believe that? Gosh, fall is like here. It's here. Man, time just goes by so fast, doesn't it? And Christmas will be here before you know it. But I love fall. I don't know if y'all have seen, you ever watch the Halloween movie, Hocus Pocus? Love that movie with Bette Midler in it and Sarah Jessica Parker, with those three witches, the sisters. They have the second one coming out, or the and I can't wait to watch that. I think that's what I like about fall. It's just like even though I live here in Texas, it's nice to think of the cozy weather and the pretty fall colors and the movies. So yeah, so you're just putting these in. You just put your curls, and your ties. There you go. All right. So let me switch this out. Little thing, more curls. Put this down here for me to get. All right. You just kind of tuck them in. And we got our curls. I'm gonna kind of curl this, still working with these poofs. And then we're gonna work on our top. We'll work on our top. Let's see. Okay. Just kind of push them in. And kind of pull them out. So yeah, I just put them in, then I go back and I play with the mesh some. And then I'll do that same thing with the ribbons we put in. And then finally it's enough playing with it. I think it's done. So. Got that done. All right. Put this back in. I'm interested to see how this turns out. It's gonna be a little different with the color schemes here, but we'll see. Never know. Kind of poof that up a little bit. Flatten that. All right. Put that in. We'll say I like this frame. The only thing that sometimes, you know, when you're doing the curls and stuff, the ties can seem a little short, so you really have to, you know, make sure you push it down in there so you're getting plenty tight, because we still gotta put our ribbons on. So that. Push this in. Put your curls in. Do y'all like doing the poofs, or do y'all like doing the woodland ruffles, or the just the little ruffles? Those are pretty too. I really like those. Really like those. But sometimes, you know, I like to change it up too. All right, got those in. Let's see. We need one more. It's a good thing we were showing how to make this, because I was one short on my little box here. Let's see. Let's do this one. Put this in. And then we have our curls in. All right, and then I usually go back with your poofs and the curls and make sure they're kind of up so you can kind of see them. And then I'm gonna come back with our ribbons. And we have our curls in. A little different with the color scheme there. We're definitely gonna see how that looks. So, all right guys, I will be back for the ribbon. Okay guys, so now we're ready for our ribbon. And I'm gonna do two ribbons here. We got this really cute 2.5 inch canvas ribbon with the football and the fall leaves on it. And I'm gonna pair it with this 1.5 inch. It's green and black with plaid. And we're gonna alternate these and put them on the ties. I cut these ribbons at 12.5 inches. And then I actually, you don't have to do this, but I like to dovetail them at the end. And I'll tell you how to cut these at 12 and a half. So actually, if you just have an MDF sign, this is 12 and a half inches long. And so I can use this to cut my ribbon, and that's what I did. And then that way when I dovetail it, it takes a little bit at the end off and ready. So we have our ribbons ready, and you're gonna need 16 cuts of each ribbon. And mine are at, you can do it at 12. These are at 12 and a half with being dovetail. So, and we're just gonna put them in our ties here. So you're just gonna take your ribbon and your green one. Sorry guys, it gets it up here. All right. So you just take it here and lay it on top of each other. And an easy way to find the middle is just fold it. You can gather it in the middle like this. Kind of fan them out. And then you're gonna put them between the ties. And you can get them in there, and then you can, you know, it depends on the process you wanna do, but you can fan them out while you're working on them. Or you can wait till you get them all in there. So it might be better if I crisscross them a little bit. But I love the 1 1/2. I think I like to just be able to curl those out a little bit. See if you can see that. Yeah. And then we got our football, and we're just gonna put this all around on the ties. And it'll be our fall, kind of fall football wreath. And let's see how it turns out. So, are any of y'all doing football wreaths? Y'all gonna work on those? This one won't have a sign in it, at least I don't think so. We'll see what it looks like without a sign. But sometimes it's pretty, you know, just with the mesh and the ribbon. You know, you can just stretch these out. I'll pull this out here. And then I always like to kind of curl these a little bit, like that. And then we'll just go and find our next tie. It's hidden in here. So you can take your ribbon and do it in half. And you just work yourself around the wreath frame. Okay. Do y'all like football? If you do, let me know in the comments. And let me know if you've been making a football wreath. I like to see pictures too, so if there's a way I can see a picture of your wreath, I'd love to see it. So speaking of that, I do have a Facebook group for fellow wreath makers. If you'd like to go in there and share pictures of your wreaths, we all love to see them. It's Wreaths of Circle Creek group. It's pretty easy. So that's Wreaths of Circle Creek group on Facebook, and it's just a group. It's a way to see other people's wreaths. I like to see them, and we all inspire each other, so it's nice. But I think I like those colors. A little different. But this football ribbon's really pretty with the leaves. It's really pretty. And if you like this ribbon, you're looking for it, it's in the shop. I will put down the supplies that I used here down in the comments so you can see what I used. And then we just kind of, you know, you kind of just push it in the middle with your finger, and then you're just going to twist the tie. And then you can kind of just fan out your ribbon. All right. All right. So, and then I like to, the 1 1/2 is kind of long, but I like it kind of long because I like to go back and kind of curl it up with my finger. There you go. So we're just working ourselves around here. I'll do a couple more, and then I'll stop the video and finish it. And then we'll come back and see what it looks like. So I'm just layering my 1 1/2 on top of the 2 1/2, folding it, just to kind of help me find my middle, kind of gathering it here, kind of fan it out, and then you're finding your tie here. And we're just going in the middle and then I'm closing that tie. And then we're just gonna fan this out. You could also put, we'll see how it looks after I'm done with the ribbon, but we could also, I have like a brown wood welcome MDF wood sign, which that would be cute in this sign, would be cute in this wreath too. But, okay guys, so I'm gonna keep doing the ribbons and we'll come back and see what it looks like. But so far this is how we're laying them out, just on every tie. Okay, I'll be back. Alright guys, here is the wreath that we made. It is all finished. We got all the ribbons on there, and it's just a football ribbon deco mesh wreath. I hope this little video helped. Thank you very much for watching, and take care.